Get ready for a Saturday full of entertainment and education. Watch Chef Alex as he cooks and bakes his favorite dishes. Join our aquarium hobbyist as he shares his passion for tropical fish. Come along with me as I hit the bowling alley. Saturday Live has something for everyone. Tune in for a great time. Don't forget to follow us on social media for more updates and behind-the-scenes content.
Hello? Yes?
Man, I got all the flavor bitches say I'm delicious. I'ma have all you motherfuckers laying it.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
So these are about 5 minutes into cooking, and look how delicious they look. They look just like a bakery style cookies. Really, really good.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy Saturday, everyone! Welcome to Saturday Live with me, American Alex Cardinale. Welcome to the final Saturday Live of July 2023. Can you believe July is gone after this episode? Man, time is going by fast this year. Anyway, I, American Alex Cardinale, have an awesome show coming your way tonight. Sergeant Slaughter is here twice. Sergeant Slaughter is making a double appearance. First, Sergeant Slaughter is going to give you some facts on the month of July, and then he's going to give you facts on the Milky Way chocolate candy bar. Chef Alex is going to give out a pasta and egg and cheese recipe, which is a great Italian side dish. Aqua Alex featured fish of the week is the Uaru Cichlid. American Alex is going to discuss and recap July 2023 and give out online shopping safety tips, plus funny videos, Karen's trolling, and more. An awesome show coming your way tonight. Now, you can be part of the show, as always. Post any questions you want me to answer in the comments. Do you have cooking questions for Chef Alex? Post your cooking or baking questions in the comments or in the chat, and I will answer your questions. So, without further ado, as they say, let's go ahead and get this show started. And we're going to start with our first segment.
Let's get the final Saturday Live of July 2023 started with our first segment. American Alex Cardinale asks you. These are questions you can answer in the comments. Please post your answers in the comments. Be part of the show. Come on, don't be shy. We will go over your answers later on in the show. If you are tuned in live, simply post answers in the chat. If you are catching the replay of this, the comments will work. Anyway, here are the questions American Alex is asking. Q1, how was the month of July for you? Q2, what do you look forward to in August? Q3, what is your favorite summer activity? Post answers in chat or comments. Also, have cooking questions? Post them in chat or comments for Chef Alex to answer. Enjoy the show.
Alrighty, so those are the questions you can answer. How was the month of July for you? What do you look forward to next month in August? And what is your favorite summer activity? A little bit later on in the show, we're going to go over those answers together, and I will give you my answers as well. So let's go ahead and get this show started. Before we start the show, I would like to say that earlier today, I had the opportunity to meet a fellow YouTuber, a fellow tropical fish keeping YouTuber. Earlier today, I met my friend Garcia Aquatics at my local fish store, and Garcia Aquatics is an amazing gentleman. He has an amazing YouTube channel, and I'm very happy to say that Berto and I are definitely going to be collabing together on our respective YouTube channels in the very near future. So I cannot wait to see what great content Berto and I put out. We're both amazing fish keepers, and Berto is a really good guy. He's very passionate about helping other fish keepers. He's very passionate about YouTube, and he's very passionate for the aquarium hobby, which are all traits that I share with him. And I think we're going to have a great friendship, and I can't wait to have him be a part of my YouTube channel. So I would just like to take a moment to say thank you to Berto for letting me go to the fish store with him today and looking at some amazing fish. It was amazing to get out of the house and see some great fish. And I also got to show off my 125-gallon aquarium, which is something that I don't get to do a lot of these days. So I greatly appreciate that. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out my friend Garcia Aquatics YouTube channel. I figured that would be a really good way to start our show today. All right, moving along. Last Saturday, I announced that I am launching a brand new website and a brand new app. And the name of that app and website is Locals. And that launches this coming Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. So this Tuesday, you'll be able to access my Locals website. And you'll be able to see some of the free stuff on there, but you will not be able to see any of the videos or live streams that I have on there unless you subscribe. So you can subscribe for $15 a month to my Locals website for videos and live streams not seen anywhere else online. These videos and live streams will include fish store tours, cooking and baking videos, and interviews. All those will not be available on my YouTube channel. They will be available exclusively on my Locals app for only $15 a month. On top of seeing those videos for $15 a month, you'll be able to interact with me personally and other members that are subscribed to my Locals app. Now, for $20 a month, you get all that and the ability to appear as a guest on my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. Or if you've been wanting to do a YouTube channel but are too afraid to start your own and you want an established platform, you'll be able to host your own show here on my YouTube channel for $20 a month with a subscription on my Locals app. And don't forget, the first 5 members to sign up get a 1-month free trial beginning this Tuesday, August 1st, and ending on the 29th of August. Just use discount code AAC AUG23 and you will get a free trial. So just a reminder, my Locals app, American Alex Cardinale, launches on Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. This Tuesday, I'm going to release my very first video, and it's going to be a simple video. It's going to be an introduction video going over what you can expect on my Locals app and what your subscription is going to be going towards and all that good stuff. And then on August 20th, I'm going to release my very first premium content, which is going to be a cooking video. And then August 30th, I'm going to have my first interview. So make sure you guys bookmark my Locals app, which is American Alex Cardinale, link in the description, and be sure to subscribe. And remember, the first 5 members get a 1-month free trial. So I just wanted to make sure that I promoted that on today's show because I forgot to mention it all last week, but I'll mention it here on this show since this show is seen by a lot of my viewers. All right, so let's get to my next segment, which is Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale. And this week for Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale, I have more of a motivational message for you. And this is a motivational message not only for you, but also for me to learn from as well. And the motivational message this week is the following. It is okay to fail. Never be afraid to fail. Only the best people in life fail. Champions fail. Ric Flair has failed before. Tom Brady has failed before. Failure teaches us that you only get better by continuing to try and learn. And the more times you try, the more times you succeed. You learn from failure, you grow up from your failure, and eventually you will succeed from your failure. No one on this earth is perfect, and no one is born a winner. You win by failing and overcoming failures, and eventually you teach people how to overcome the failures so that they can be successful as well. So that is something that I hope all of you take away from today's show, is that you should never be afraid to fail, whether it's a YouTube channel, a new job, a new business. If you're failing, it's okay. You're not hitting rock bottom. You just have to come up with something stronger, work harder, and eventually you will succeed. All right. So now it's time for some sports chat here on Saturday Live. Usually this is right about the time where I say it's time to go bowling. But I'm going to be quite honest with you because I'm an open book with you all the time. This week I bowled like fucking shit. I bowled horrible this week. I did horrible. I did embarrassing. And I don't even want to talk about how I bowled this week. So we'll just leave it at that. Bowling with Alex Cardinale will return next week here on Saturday Live. And hopefully I will do much better. I did not even get anywhere close to my average in the 3 games that I bowled this past Thursday. I threw a lot of gutter balls. It was just a total embarrassment. It was so bad that I considered quitting. But you know what? I, Alex Cardinale, am not a quitter. I'm going to come back bigger and better, and hopefully I will bowl much better next week. All right, so now it's time to talk about my favorite baseball team, and that is the New York Yankees, one of the greatest baseball teams out there.
X gon' give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. The non-stop pop-up, stay still. No pause, getting busy with it. I got such a good heart, and I think the motherfuckers will hit it. Damn right, I'm not doing it. Damn, yeah, I am. So I got to win it.
This is 161st Street, Yankee Stadium.
All right, so let's talk about them New York Yankees. Let's see how the New York Yankees did this week. The Yankees had Monday off. The Yankees had a 2-game series against the Mets starting this past Tuesday and this past Wednesday. The Yankees lost to the Mets this past Tuesday as the Mets beat the Yankees 9-3 on July 25th. But the Yankees bounced back this past Wednesday, beating the Mets 3-1. Congratulations to the New York Yankees. Last night on Friday, July 28th, the Baltimore Orioles, I don't know where Oakland came from. The Baltimore Orioles beat the New York Yankees 1-0 in a shutout. It was a walk-off home run victory for the Orioles. But as we stand right now, the game is still going between the Yankees and the Orioles. It is actually in the top of the 9th right now. So there is a very good chance that the New York Yankees get a victory tonight. The Yankees are winning 8-3 this evening in the top of the 9th. So go New York Yankees, go. The Yankees finish their series with the Baltimore Orioles tomorrow on Sunday, July 30th. Then the Yankees start a series on Monday, July 31st through August 2nd. The Yankees take on the Tampa Bay Rays. Then on Thursday, August 3rd through Sunday, August 6th, the Yankees have a 4-game series against the Houston Assholes. Oops, I mean the Houston Astros. So hopefully the Yankees have a better week next week than they did this week. However, I'm very positive about the Yankees' future because Aaron Judge returned to the Yankees lineup last night, and Aaron Judge is going to power our offense. Now, I don't know if it's too late for us to come back and make it to the postseason. It may be, it may not be, but I definitely know that the Yankees offense definitely needs a pickup boost. And I think that pickup boost could come in the form of Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees. We shall see how the Yankees do this upcoming week, next Friday, on Friday Live, here on my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. All right, let's get to our first topic of the evening. Can you guys believe that it's almost August already? It'll be August in a couple of days. So that means right now it's time for me to recap the month that was July 2023. Now, July was not a very busy month for me. It was not a very action-packed month. It was not a month that I had a lot to do. So there really isn't much for me to recap. But this month, I had a really good 4th of July barbecue with my family. I cooked on the grill, and it was great. I really enjoyed that. My mom celebrated her 51st birthday this July, and my dad celebrated his 58th birthday this July. There was the MLB All-Star break this July. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. won the Home Run Derby. The Yankees hired a new hitting coach in Sean Casey. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. We'll have to see what the future holds. But one thing that separates this July from other Julys is that all throughout the United States, there was super hot temperatures this July. It certainly was the dog days of summer. Also this July, I really thought I had a chance at getting this job. I had an interview at an escape room that was really promising. It would have been cool to work at an escape room. Basically, what an escape room is, it's like a brain puzzle. You've got to figure out a way to escape the room by playing puzzles, trivia, all that sort of fun stuff. And it's a really cool job. It would have been perfect for me. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, they told me that I was not qualified for the job. So basically, I sat there for an hour getting interviewed, and it was just a complete waste of my time. And I was looking forward to hopefully getting that job, but maybe I'll find a better job in the future. Maybe I'm overqualified for that job or something. So that is a complete recap of the month of July for yours truly, American Alex Cardinale. Now, so far, 2023 has been a mediocre year for me. Some good, but mostly bad. And here is why 2023 has mostly been a bad year for me so far. I have been unemployed to start the year. I started January unemployed, February, March, April. Then I got a job in May that I thought I would like, but it wasn't for me. And we'll talk about that in a few moments. And then I ended up having to leave there. So ever since January and May, I have been unemployed, which means that I don't have much, if all, any income coming in. So I'm pretty much broke 99.9% of the time, which is terrible. Now, in May, I was hired at FedEx as a package handler. And when I applied for the job, I thought being a package handler was quite easy. I thought basically all it was moving packages on a conveyor belt into a truck. But it's a whole lot more than that. You've actually got to jump up and down into the trucks, and you have to be a physically fit person to do that. Otherwise, you're going to injure yourself. And I went home the week and a half that I worked there with nothing but backaches and knee and leg pains. And I thought that if I continued working there, I was going to sprain my knee, sprain my leg, or even worse, sprain my back or get a herniated disc. So unfortunately, I had to make the decision that FedEx was no longer for me. And they were unwilling to compromise with me. I would have greatly accepted an offer to work in the office as a mail sorter or whatever they had, but unfortunately they said, because you're too new to us, we can't do that. So unfortunately, I had to leave. But they say good things come to those that wait. So hopefully something good comes along. Shout out to my friend, Ray's Reality, who's in the house. Hey, Ray, how are you? Thank you so much for once again tuning in. You're turning out to be a legendary subscriber. I greatly appreciate all the live streams that you tune into. I hope you're having a great Saturday so far and a great weekend as well. So that's basically why 2023 has been bad for me. Basically, I've been unemployed and I've been broke most of the time. But I'm going to be very positive and say that I'm alive, I'm happy, and I'm healthy. So all is well, except for I don't have anything to do during a day. Now, the good of 2023 is this right here. my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. I've already celebrated my 9-year YouTube anniversary. I've already celebrated my 900th video, my 1-year anniversary of Saturday Live, and my 50th episode of Saturday Live. And there's still a lot more celebrations coming up here on my YouTube channel. Pretty soon we're going to have our 1,000th video. Can you imagine 1,000 videos? That was always a far-fetched dream. But soon enough it's going to be a reality. And then we're going to have our 200th episode of Aquatic Wetline and the 75th episode of Saturday Live. So there's still a lot of accomplishments to be accomplished in 2023 for my YouTube channel. So I hope that all of you have a great rest of your 2023 and a great rest of your summer. Ray says, get it? Thank you, Ray. I really appreciate that. And Ray also says, thank you for your hard work, bud. No problem. No problem whatsoever. I enjoy creating content for you guys. It's a lot of fun, actually. It's kind of like a hobby. I don't consider it work. I consider it more like a hobby and more like my own TV show. It is pretty cool to have your own TV show. And I'm glad to have a loyal fan base like yourself. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much for tuning in. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and welcome in Sergeant Slaughter to the show. This week, Sergeant Slaughter is going to be on the show twice with double facts. Right now, Sergeant Slaughter is going to give you facts on the month that was July 2023. This year is going by so fast already.
And all you maggots out there, listen up!
Hello, maggots. It's Sergeant Slaughter here. You maggots are lucky tonight because you are going to get a double dose of facts with Sergeant Slaughter. Right now, I'm going to give you facts on the month of July so you can say goodbye and adios to July. Each month at the end of the month, I'll have facts on said month. So here are the facts on July. Listen up and listen good, I'm only going to say them once. July is named after Roman dictator Julius Caesar. Caesar developed the precursor to the Gregorian calendar we use today. July 1st is Canada Day, a Canadian federal holiday that celebrates the creation of the Dominion of Canada in 1867. July 3rd brings the start of the hot and sultry dog days of summer. July 4th is Independence Day, U.S. Closing parenthesis. On the 4th of July, we celebrate the adoption of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. July 14th is Bastille Day, which commemorates the storming of the Bastille and the start of the French Revolution. July 18th marks Islamic New Year, which begins with the first sighting of the crescent moon after the new moon in the month of Muharram. This event signals the start of the Islamic lunar calendar year. Just for fun, days. July 11th International Town Criers Day. July 17th World Emoji Day. July 22nd Spooners Day. July 23rd National Day of the Cowboy. July 27th Take Your Houseplants for a Walk Day. What does July teach us, maggots? Warm weather allows us to get outside and complete some annual household duties. July's zodiac signs are Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd, and Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. I'll be back later on in the show with some sweet chocolatey facts on Milky Way candy bars.
All right, so now we're going to put July in the rear view mirror, and now it's time for some social studies class lessons we're going to learn about today in history. Alrighty. So today is Saturday, July 29th, the 210th day of 2023. There are 155 days left in the year. Today's highlight in history. On July 29th, 1981, Britain's Prince Charles married Lady Diana Spencer in a glittering ceremony at a St. Paul's Cathedral in London. The couple divorced in 1996. On this date, in 1914, transcontinental telephone service in the United States became operational with the first test conversation between New York and San Francisco. In 1921, Adolf Hitler became the leader of the National Socialist German Workers' Party. In 1957, the International Atomic Energy Agency was established. Jack Paar made his debut as host of NBC's Tonight Show. On this day in 1958, President Dwight Eisenhower signed the National Aeronautics and Space Act, creating NASA. In 1967, an accidental rocket launch on the deck of the supercarrier USS Forrestal in the Gulf of Tonkin resulted in a fire and explosions that killed 134 servicemen. In 1986, a federal jury in New York found that the New York Football League, the NFL, had committed an antitrust violation against the rival United States Football League. But the jury ordered the NFL to pay token damages of only $3. $3. In today's world, you cannot buy anything with $3. Maybe a bottle of soda, like a 20-ounce bottle of soda, you can get for $3. And the United States Football League is now defunct. It is now the American Football Conference, A.C.E. versus N.F.C., and that creates this generation's National Football League. On this day in 1994, abortion opponent Paul Hill shot and killed Dr. John Bayard Britton and Britain's escort, James Barrett, outside the Ladies Center Clinic in Pensacola, Florida. In 1999, a former day trader, apparently upset over stock losses, opened fire in 2 Atlanta brokerage offices, killing 9 people and wounding 13 before shooting himself to death. Authorities said Mark Barton had also killed his wife and 2 children. In 2016, former suburban Chicago police officer Drew Peterson was given an additional 40 years in prison for trying to hire someone to kill the prosecutor who put him behind bars for killing his 3rd wife. 10 years ago today, in 2013, the United States launched a fresh bid to put Israel and the Palestinians into substantial negotiations with a dinner meeting in Washington hosted by Secretary of State John Kerry. 5 years ago today, in 2016, President Donald Trump tweeted that he was willing to see the government shut down over border security issues, including money for a U.S.-Mexico border wall. Pitcher Sean Newcomb of the Atlanta Braves was within 1 strike of a no-hitter before Chris Taylor singled for the Los Angeles Dodgers. After the game, the 25-year-old Newcomb apologized for racist, homophobic, and sexist tweets he had sent out as a teenager. He described the tweet as some stupid stuff he said with friends. And just last year in 2022, search and rescue teams backed by the National Guard searched for people missing in record floods that wiped out entire communities in some of the poorest places in America. Kentucky's governor said at least 16 people there had died. Also last year on this day, Will Smith once again apologized to Chris Rock for slapping him during the Oscar telecast, saying that his behavior was totally unprofessional and unacceptable. And that is today in history, July 29th. Who is celebrating a birthday today? Here is today's birthdays. Actor Robert Fuller is 90. Former Senator Elizabeth Doyle is 87. Actor Roz Kelly is 81. Rock musician Neil Daughtry is 77. Marilyn Quayle, wife of former Vice President Dan Quayle, is 74. Country singer-songwriter James Otto is 50. And actor Rochelle Minor is 43. Happy birthday to anybody that celebrated a birthday this past week, today. Happy birthday to anyone celebrating a birthday tomorrow or this upcoming week. I hope you all have an amazing year ahead of you. And that is this Saturday in history. Now it's time to learn about our horoscopes and our predictions. It's horoscope sign readings for July 29th, 2023. Well, it is Leo season now, so let's start with Leo. Leo, you might find that others have a me-first attitude that doesn't sit quite well with you, Leo. You may need to wake them up and say, hey, what about everyone else? Try not to whine as you deliver this message. Desperation or complaining will get you nowhere. Be friendly and jovial in your approach, and you'll have the world at your feet. Pisces, come out of serious mode for a day and let yourself laugh, Pisces. Hold the game night at your home and invite some good friends over to play cards and nibble on snacks until all hours. This is a day to have fun, so let loose and freely express yourself in the best way you see fit. Realize how much power you have in your jovial nature. Spread it generously. Cancer, take a time out today and relax a little, Cancer. Let your romantic nature have some fun. Don't feel guilty about not being as serious as you think you should be. The day's winner is the one who can smile the most. Enter this contest with the intention of winning. The rewards will last a long time. The people you encounter won't be able to help but smile back. Aries, you have an incredibly strong influence on others today, Aries. Just because yours is a fun, loving, peaceful, and harmonious nature. Your charm will take you any place you want to go, so use it at your will. Accentuate the positive and walk on the sunny side of the street. Smile and bring good cheer to the people you meet. And finally, we have Capricorn. People are going to appreciate extra long hugs today, Capricorn. So give them out like candy to everyone you meet. A kind gesture and warm word won't be forgotten. Let your generous and kind spirit shine through. Open your arms wide to spread love to the world around you. It's the perfect day for laughter and affection, So do your part. And that is horoscope sign reading for this episode, July 29th, 2023. All right, no more history lessons for today's show. As a matter of fact, no more boring stuff for today's episode. So on a quick side note, next week's episode of Saturday Live is going to air on Friday night for a very special reason.
Thank God for Friday. Fridays are the beginning of the weekend, and this Friday, American Alex Cardinale kicks off your weekend with a supersized Friday Live. This Friday, August 4th, 2023 will be the host of Saturday Live one night earlier due to WWE SummerSlam 2023. It's going to be a super Friday Live featuring appearances from WWE fan Alex Cardinale, Aqua Alex, Chef Alex, and more. WWE fan Alex Cardinale previews WWE SummerSlam 2023. Sergeant Slaughter has facts on Hershey's and SummerSlam. Aqua Alex discusses tigrinus catfish. Chef Alex makes white chocolate blondies. All that and more. Live this Friday 10 p.m. Eastern 7 p.m. Pacific. Only on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale. Be there or be square.
All right, so that is this Friday, but we still have a heck of a show going on tonight. Right now, we're going to go ahead and welcome Sergeant Slaughter back to the show for the final time tonight, and Sergeant Slaughter has facts on the Milky Way candy bar.
But like nobody else in the military world today, I have no boundaries. I have integrity, and I'm someone they can look up to and respect. What these maggots need is a leader, and I will be their new leader. And all you maggots out there, listen up.
All right, maggots, it's time for something sweet. Do you have a sweet tooth like American Alex and I? Well, let's learn about the delicious Milky Way bar. Smiley face. There's no mistaking that chocolate-covered combination of caramel and nougat. Developed nearly 100 years ago in Mars Company founder Frank Mars's kitchen, the Milky Way bar has since gone on to candy industry glory, with more than $100 million in yearly sales. Here are a few facts worth biting into. It isn't named after the galaxy. The Milky Way bar is actually named after malted milk, a popular drink around the time it was first released, in 1923. Started as an infant formula in the late 1800s, malted milk was prized for its taste and reputed health qualities, and became a key ingredient in the malted milkshake, or malt. Eager to capitalize on its popularity, Milky Way's early ads claimed the candy bar had more malted milk content than a soda fountain double malted milk. There's a father-son feud at the center of it. Much like that maggot Dominic feuding with his Hall of Fame father Ray. The Mars Company claims founder Frank Mars developed the Milky Way bar along with his son, Forrest. But the truth isn't quite so harmonious. Forrest grew up with his grandparents after his parents divorced in 1910, when Forrest was just 6 years old. Father and son didn't see each other again for 20 years, oddly enough, when Frank had to bail Forrest out of a Chicago jail. The two worked together for a few years, until a falling out sent Forrest abroad to England, where he made his own name in the confectionery business, and eventually returned to the States to take over the Mars Company. Throughout his life, Forrest would claim that even though his father had made the first Milky Way bar, it was his original idea. The first bars were huge. And we're not just talking in terms of popularity. Whereas today's Milky Way bar is just over 1.8 ounces, the original Milky Way weighed in at more than 3 ounces. This provided a nice contrast to the popular Hershey bar. As Forrest Mars explained, people walked up to the candy counter and they'd see this flat little Hershey bar for a nickel and right next to it, a giant Milky Way. Guess which one they'd pick? And totally skimped on the caramel. To produce a giant candy bar for cheap, Mars filled his Milky Way with mostly nougat, which was, and pretty much still is, just eggs, sugar, and air. Over time, the company added in more caramel, and today Milky Way's gooey, stringy caramel filling is a major selling point. Hershey's supplied the chocolate. In its early days, Mars, then known as Maro Bar, didn't have the money or the infrastructure to produce its own chocolate. So it contracted with competitor Hershey's. That agreement lasted all the way up until 1965, when Forrest Mars abruptly terminated it in an effort to move all manufacturing in-house. The move caught Hershey's completely off guard, which was not good since chocolate coating sales made up 30% of its overall revenue, and Mars the majority of that. Between 1966 and 1968, Hershey's revenue dropped by more than a fifth. Milky Way Midnight was originally called Forever Yours. A few years after introducing its original Milky Way bar, Mars came out with a dark chocolate bar filled with vanilla nougat and caramel. For a few years, the company sold the two bars together in one package. Then in 1936, Mars branded the dark chocolate bar Forever Yours, touting its snowy white nougat and fresh dark chocolate. The name stuck until 1979, when declining sales prompted Mars to pull it from shelves. The bar reappeared in 1989 as Milky Way Dark, and in 2000 became Milky Way Midnight. It's a lot different outside the US. In Europe, the Milky Way bar is smaller and contains only nougat filling, making it more like a Three Musketeers bar. Head to Australia, and you'll find Milky Way in flavors like bananas and berries and cream. The Mars bar, created in England by Forrest Mars, his father gave him the foreign rights to Milky Way, is closer to the American Milky Way, and is sold in Europe, Canada and Australia. A U.S. version of the Mars bar appeared on shelves until 2002, when the company replaced it with Snickers Almond. The FTC went after Mars for its ads. Back in the 60s, Mars ran a TV ad that linked Milky Way bars to wholesome farm ingredients like fresh milk, eggs and corn. One ad showed a picture of milk turning into a Milky Way bar. A stretch? The Federal Trade Commission certainly thought so, and in 1970 issued a consent order reminding the company that mass-produced candy is not nutritionally equivalent to fresh milk. Despite this, Mars kept on linking Milky Ways with milk. Alrighty, maggots. It's okay to treat yourself to a Milky Way bar today, and tomorrow this weekend is a good time for one. Thanks for listening to all my facts tonight. Thank you for listening to me give you facts on July and Milky Way. You maggots are in luck next week too. Next week on a special Super Friday LYVE, I'll have facts on WWE SummerSlam and Hershey's chocolate. But, until then, enjoy the rest of the show, get those shoes shined, God bless America, and I'll lock American Alex in the Cobra clutch if this episode doesn't get over 15 views. Haha, just kidding. Have a good rest of your weekend and enjoy the show. Smiley face.
You maggots are all dismissed.
All right, that was some incredible Milky Way facts with our friend Sergeant Slaughter. Thank you, Sergeant Slaughter, for those incredible facts. All right, now it is time for Karens of the Week. Which women are going off their hinges this week? Let's find out right now with Karens of the Week.
It's time for Karens of the Week. What women are going off the hinges this week? Let's find out. What is a Karen? Karen is a slang term used as an antagonistic female character in memes. Karen is generally characterized as an irritating, entitled woman, sometimes as an ex-wife who took custody of the kids. In 2020, the term was broadly applied to a swath of white women who had been filmed harassing people of color, including dialing the emergency services on them for no criminal reason.
Well, to say the least, I've got some crazy Karens for you this week. Here is our first Karen video.
Yep. Hello?
I don't have any change.
No, I don't need any change.
I'm sorry, sir. I already said I don't have any change, okay?
Ma'am, I'm not, homeless. I'm just trying to help you.
Look, I don't care what you are right now, but I'm really sorry. I'm on the phone. I'm trying to make a text, okay? And I don't have any change.
Oh.
I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I don't have any change.
Alright, I don't want any change. I was just literally trying to help you.
You're trying to help me? Okay, well, you're not helping me because you keep bothering me while I'm trying to make a text to my daughter, which is
okay.
very
I'm
important.
sorry.
And instead, you keep like calling out my, I don't have time for this right now. Are you coming over here right now? Because I have pepper spray in the car, okay?
No, I'm not.
No, I have pepper spray, and I will use it if I have to. You're being very threatening and very intimidating, and I really don't appreciate it. I said once, I said twice, I said 3 times. I don't have any change, okay?
How am I being threatening?
You're standing right there.
I was just literally been trying to tell you that your purse is on top of your car.
What?
Your purse, just look up. Yeah. Not homeless.
You're not homeless, then why don't you just mind your own business, okay?
So I think it was pretty idiotic to think that that guy was asking for money when he was just trying to help her. Anyway, let's get to our next Karen.
I want you to leave my salon. I'm asking you to please get out of my salon. Stop standing and combing your hair and leave. Get out. Lady, I don't think you get it. I'm not being mean. I'm asking you to leave my salon.
Okay.
Goodbye.
I'm leaving.
Well, then stop brushing your hair and get out. That's what I want you to do. Stop brushing your hair and leave my salon. Comb, brush, whatever. Get the fuck out of my goddamn salon now. Get out. You reek of alcohol. Get out of my salon. Get out of my fucking salon. Here, take your purse and get out of my salon now. Get out of my salon.
What the
Goodbye.
fuck did you just
Get out of my salon. I'm telling you right now. I asked you.
What the
Get out of my salon. Goodbye. You crazy fruit. You psycho. Get out of here.
Wow. That's the first time I ever heard someone be called a crazy fruit. I never knew a fruit can be an insult. Here's our next Karen.
What do you want?
Where the fuck?
Where? Go over there.
Who the fuck are you waiting for?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you more.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you in there.
You.
Fuck you in there.
You. Fuck you. Fuck you more.
Fuck you too.
I don't want your help. Get your supervisor. God, girl, do you know how to shut up? Ma'am.
This woman kicks off in the store because her card keeps declining.
Leave me the hell alone. Leave me alone. Jesus, you ought to listen to yourself sometimes. I was nice about it when I came in and asked for it. I don't want your help. I don't want your help. Get your supervisor.
I'm the manager. That's why
I don't want the manager. I said supervisor. God, girl, do you know how to shut up? Ma'am.
No, ma'am. Just take care of the customer.
I don't want your help! Do you understand? Yes, I do! You won't shut up! You don't have to... Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No, she don't.
I'm not harassing you. Your card is not being through.
Because you're harassing me. Leave me the alone. Do you not understand? Call your boss. Call your boss right now. Call your boss. You're not the one I want to talk to. Call your boss. Whose number is this? Yes. You want to write it down? Ma'am, that is the number. Write corporate number on there for me. That is the corporate. Write the word corporate office for me. Ma'am, that's the corporate number. You're stupid. You know that? You're very stupid. Very, very stupid. You are very stupid. I'll pay for my food if you walk away. Ma'am, I'm not going to walk away because unfortunately your transaction's not going through. Please, leave me alone, sir. She would listen to this. Instead of what you just did, you wouldn't have any problem. Ma'am, I just asked what was wrong. That's all I asked.
She was definitely not happy about her card getting declined. But
So that Karen was actually 100% in the wrong. Sometimes everyone's going to have a credit card or a debit card get declined because we're not always going to have money on our cards. But it's not the cashier's fault that the card is declined. It's your fault for not checking to see how much money is in your account. There are ways to avoid that. First, before you go into the store, call the number on the back of your card to see if you have any money, and you save yourself the embarrassment, because what that woman did was embarrass herself on all social media platforms. And sometimes these Karens don't realize that when they have their outburst, the whole entire world is going to see it. Not just my viewers here on YouTube, but I'm sure many other mainstream outlets have seen that video. Anyway, we've got 2 more Karens this week, and they are equally as bad as all the other Karens that I played.
Sir, I want you to know that I've called the police and you're not going anywhere.
Why did you call the police?
Because you should have to pay for parking like an idiot.
Pay for I just dropping something off really quickly.
I don't really care what your reason is. The police are on their way, and I'm just really tired of people like you with no respect for how
The police are not coming.
Yes, they are coming.
No, they are not.
Yes, they are coming.
For what?
To give you a ticket.
For what?
Parking like an idiot.
That's not a thing.
There is a law against it.
No, there's not.
There's handicapped parking, and you don't look handicapped.
I'm trying to leave right now, but you're not letting me.
Leaving.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna leave.
You're not leaving.
What?
You're not going anywhere.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna make sure you stay here.
For what? For what reason? I don't. Are you? You're filming me now?
I'm filming you, filming me. Yes. You know why?
Why?
Because you're an idiot.
Because
I
I'm
want
an idiot.
proof of it. The
You want
police
proof
will
of what?
see this video. The proof that you park like an idiot.
You're filming me. That doesn't even show anything besides me.
You're behind the wheel.
Yeah, I know, but you
I'm
didn't.
hanging on your car. Why would I do that unless you park like an idiot?
I don't know. This is insane. I'm just trying to leave. I dropped something off to my friend, and now I'm gonna leave.
I don't really
understand.
care what your reason is. Double parking and causing other people to have to go around you. People have a life, you know. It's not all about you.
I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying I'm just trying to leave. Get off my mirror.
You're not going anywhere.
What do you mean? I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now.
You're supposed to sit here and be still.
Are you the cops right now?
I am right now until they get here.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am. You know what? If I raised you, I would make you stay in your room.
You would make me say, okay, this is insane. You're just a complete rando, like hanging on my mirror right now because I parked not up to your standard.
You know what? It's not up to anybody's standards. You see that sign right over there? It
No.
says no idiots allowed.
There is no sign over there.
There is a sign.
That says what?
No idiots allowed.
I'm gonna leave.
No, you're not.
What? Like, you can't just hold me hostage
Yes,
here.
I can.
For what?
You're going to get a ticket.
For what?
To
I don't
help
understand.
pay for the city with the potholes. Your tickets help pay for potholes. And at least there's some good that can come from you being an idiot.
So, you're gonna hold me hostage because you're trying to help out the potholes.
Wow. Corella DeVille really has a Napoleon complex there. I feel bad for Corella DeVille. She really turned out to be an idiot.
What? What are you doing?
You're right there.
You're leaving now, right? You're not parking.
No, I'm parked.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to move your car.
Why?
Because I've got your photo
Okay.
of your car
And I've got
in my parking
and I've got
spot.
your photo here as well.
I'm sorry.
This is not your parking
I've
space.
had to park over there.
What there, yeah?
Okay.
Well,
Which is not even a parking
You can't
space.
park your car there, love.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But this is my parking space.
So you parked on the
I
grass.
have parked.
No, but this is
here.
not your parking space.
Yes,
though.
it is. I
No,
have
no,
parked
this is
here
park-
every day for the past 10 years.
10 years.
Since I bought my apartment.
Okay.
Okay. Therefore, this is my parking space.
Okay, well, like
Nobody
I rent here.
in this block of flats.
I rent here, yeah. And in my
you
agreement,
rent?
yeah, well, yeah, I rent.
So you
In
don't
my-
own the apartment.
No, I don't own it. But I'm saying in my tenancy agreement, it says I can park
I'm
anywhere
sorry.
here.
No. I own my apartment,
Oh, that's
and I
great
have
for you.
parked here for 10 years.
Okay, that's great
You
for you.
can't just breeze in and think you can just take over whoever's parking space you want.
In my
to.
tenancy agreement,
I'm sorry.
it says I can
That's
park
not the
anywhere I
point.
want
That's
in the
not
reserved
point.
parking spot.
Okay, this has got nothing to do with your tenancy agreement. Tenancy. I own my apartment.
Okay, that's great for you. Congratulations,
This
love.
is my parking space. I have parked here for 10 years. If you do not move your vehicle, I am going to get the police out here to
For what?
move it for me.
Well, for
No,
what reason,
you
though?
don't understand. You cannot. When did you move in here?
If anything-
What, a few months ago, right?
Yeah,
you can't
6
just
months
breeze
ago.
in and think you can park wherever you want.
But
No, I'm
you
sorry.
can't park there, actually, if you think about it. You can't
No,
park
I'm
there.
parking there because you are in my space.
But it's not your space.
It is my space. It's
Since
been my
when?
space for 10 years since these things have been bought.
Okay.
You can't just park here.
I can.
No, you cannot.
But
You have to move your car so I can park my car here.
But in my agreement, it says I can park anywhere I want in the building, in the
No.
apartment building.
No, then go park it in the apartment building.
I'm parked here.
No, this is my parking
But
space.
it's
You
not
cannot
yours.
just park
None
here.
of the cars
I'm
are allocated.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
None of the parking are allocated.
No, I bought
Yes.
my apartment 10
That's
years
great
ago.
for you.
I have parked in
That's
this
great for
space
you.
for 10 years.
Have you got a receipt?
have been here 2 months and already
6
you
months.
disrupt.
6 months.
Okay, 6 months and already you're trying to steal somebody's parking
I'm not trying to
space.
steal anything.
Yes, you are.
If
You're in my
anyone, love,
parking
the only
space.
person breaking the rules is you by
Oh my
like parking over there.
Do I need to go and get all the other neighbours to find out why you cannot park here?
But I can park
I'm
there.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You can't park there.
This is.
You can't park there.
I know that I cannot park there.
So why
I'm
would you
only
park there?
because you are in my space.
Okay, Karen, I think no more Jack Daniels for you. You've had one too many glasses. All right, those are all of our crazy Karens this week. Hopefully none of you will do anything crazy, and we'll see you next Friday. Hope not. Hopefully I don't do anything like that either. Just kidding. All right, it's time to welcome Chef Alex to the show, and Chef Alex is going to give out a recipe for you for a very good Italian side dish. I actually was going to prepare this for you in the kitchen today, but as I went to make it, I noticed that I was out of the key ingredients that I needed. So we will prepare this on another episode of Saturday Live, but today I'm just going to give you the recipe. All right, so the recipe I'm going to give out tonight is for an Italian side dish called pasta with egg and cheese. That is the grammar breakdown of what the actual name is. It's actually an Italian name, and I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to call it with what the basic ingredients are: pasta with egg and cheese. It's basically a dish from southern Italy, where ragu comes from, bolognese, all that stuff. But this is basically a meatless sauce made with eggs and Parmesan cheese. And like I said earlier, I was going to prepare this on the show today with you, but I don't have any eggs or Parmesan cheese, and I didn't have time to go to the grocery store today. So on a future episode of Saturday Live, I'm going to show you how to make it. But for now, I guess the recipe will just have to do. So this pasta is best with smaller tubular pasta like dilatini or small shells. Barilla makes dilatini, and also Rizzoni makes dilatini and small shells. So you'll need about a pound of the small pasta if you're serving about 4 or 5 people. And anything above 4 or 5 people, you'll just use 2 pounds. And then for the sauce, you'll use 4 eggs and 1 egg yolk. You'll use about a cup of Parmesan cheese, a couple of pinches of black pepper. You don't need salt because Parmesan cheese is plenty salty. You could add in some Italian seasoning, which generally is parsley, oregano. There might be a little bit of basil in there. And you could also add garlic and pepper seasoning and even your other favorite seasonings that you would put in scrambled eggs or any sort of egg dish, because essentially what this is like an egg sauce with pasta. It's really good, but it's also really rich, and it's something that I don't eat a lot of. And when I make it, it's because I'm either low on money or I just want something that's a lot filling without having to make meat, and this is what it is. And it's real simple to make. You could also use Pecorino Romano cheese, or even shredded provolone would work. But what you're going to do, basically crack your eggs and your egg yolk, whisk it, and then add in your cheese and your pepper and whatever seasonings and herbs you're using. Set that aside. Cook your pasta for about 6 or 7 minutes, and then drain it. Do not put cold water on the pasta, because we need the heat from the pasta to help cook the eggs a little bit and help thicken our sauce. So once you drain the pasta, immediately put it back into the hot pan, and then take your egg mixture and mix it in with the pasta until it is nice and combined. And you'll notice a little bit of scrambled eggs, just a little bit. You don't want it too scrambled. And then when you're done, you can serve it. And it's a great side dish. It's also a great breakfast, or even a great dinner if you're just hungry after working a 9 to 5 and you don't feel like cooking meat or a big dinner. Then this is a great opportunity to make something cool. So in a few weeks, I will actually make this for you, and I will show you how to do it, because I'm sure you'll get better visuals of me showing you how to do it than opposed to me just giving you the recipe. But there's my recipe. I hope you use it. And if you do, let me know how it is. All right, so earlier in the show, I went over some questions that I'm asking you. You can still post your answers in the comments. In about 10 minutes or so, I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions, and you can put your answers in the chat or comment if you want as well.
Let's get the final Saturday Alive of July 2023 started with our first segment. American Alex Cardinale asks you. These are questions you can answer in the comments. Please post your answers in the comments. Be part of the show. Come on, don't be shy. We will go over your answers later on in the show. If you are tuned in live, simply post answers in the chat. If you are catching the replay of this, the comments will work. Anyway, here are the questions American Alex is asking. Q1, how was the month of July for you? Q2, what do you look forward to in August? Q3, what is your favorite summer activity? Post answers in chat or comments. Also, have cooking questions? Post them in chat or comments for Chef Alex to answer. Enjoy the show.
Okay, so right now let's get to our final topic for the evening, which is tips for online shopping. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did a research on online shopping, and I was very shocked to find out that late July, early August, September, and October are really busy for online shoppers. I think people are making a habit of doing early Christmas shopping. They get all the cool gadgets in months ahead of Christmas, And I think it's a great idea because it takes away the stress of Christmas shipping. Shipping during the Christmas holiday season is hectic. So I do like the idea of purchasing things online in late summer, into the fall, and then towards Halloween. That way you'll have all your gifts ready. You can hide them until it's time to wrap them, until it's time to give them away. So one person may be shopping online for Christmas gifts. Another person may be buying themselves birthday presents or things for their family. But whatever the reason is, we should all be aware of the dangers of online shopping. Just like people hack your Facebook accounts, unfortunately, there are scammers that go on places like eBay and Amazon, and they can get your credit card information. So, some important tips for online shopping that I'm going to share with you right now. Provided my Wi-Fi doesn't go in and out, we'll be able to share these tips with you. So, the first tip for shopping online is to always place orders from a secure connection. If your computer is not protected from potentially malicious software, your financial information and passwords are at risk from being stolen. And everything you store on your computer or do online could potentially be stolen as well. And it's very, very sad that there are people out there that do that. This concept is so basic, yet only a fraction of the U.S. population adequately protects their computers, which makes it so easy for that guy in Kenya or Nigeria to hack you, or that guy in India to do it. Use a secure connection. Make sure your computer's firewall is on. If you're shopping online while using a wireless network, it needs to be encrypted so someone who is lurking outside the house can't collect your information. Avoid making any financial transactions when using a public network. So don't go into a library and decide I'm going to buy things on eBay, because people may see your private information and you don't know if it's compromised, so don't do that. Next, you should know the merchant and their reputation. If you already know the store, shopping their online store is very safe. You could always walk into the local store for help if there's a problem. And if you know others who have had consistently positive experiences with the online store, you can be rest assured of the site's quality. If you don't know the store, it may still be the best bet. You just need to take a few more precautions. Conduct your own background check by looking at sites dedicated to reviewing e-stores. If the store isn't reviewed or does not have favorable reviews, don't order from their website. Avoid offers that seem too good to be true. Any e-store that promises too much at too low of a price is suspicious. If the price is too low, consider whether the merchant can buy the items legally, if you'll ever receive the items you paid for, whether the items actually are the brand showing or a cheap substitute, if the item will work, or if you'll be able to return damaged goods, or if the merchant is earning extra income by selling your financial information. Disreputable online stores, like their brick and mortar counterparts, may run a absurdly low price offer and then claim the item is out of stock to try to sell you something else in a classic bait and switch scam. So anything online that seems too good to be true likely is. If you're buying a gift card, read the terms and conditions. If the gift card is for someone else, be sure the store is legit and that the person uses the store and that there are no hoops that they will have to jump through. And finally, Don't use an e-store that requires more information than necessary to make the sale. Expect to provide some method of payment, a shipping address, a telephone number, and email address. But if the merchant requires other information, walk away. You never need to give them your bank account info, your social security info, or your driver's license number. And if you need to create a password for the site, which some sites make you do, make it a unique password. You'll often be asked to create an account with a password when you make a purchase. Usually you can choose not to do this, and unless you will use the e-store frequently, don't create an account. If you do want an account, make sure to use a unique and strong password. And those are tips for shopping online. All right, let's go ahead and welcome Aqua Alex to the show, our fish keeper, who is going to talk about the Uaru cichlid.
One fish, 1 week, in a world filled with thousands of different fish species. Which fish makes the cut? It's Fish of the Week.
So this week's featured fish is a fish that I hope to get for my 30th birthday or soon, and that is a Uaru cichlid. The Uaru cichlid is a very beautiful cichlid from South America. The name Uaru is the word for toad in one of the South American languages spoken in the Amazon. The Uaru lives in the upper Rio Orinoco and in the middle and lower Rio Negro basin in the Amazon basin. It inhabits both black waters and white waters and is very abundant within its native range. It is an omnivorous fish that feeds on crustaceans, worms, insects, fruits, plant matter, and detritus in the wild. Uarus can grow up to 10 inches in length, and it is not an aggressive fish. It can certainly stand its ground against bullies and will violently defend its young if it breeds, if necessary. It is a schooling species of cichlids in the wild, and getting just one Uaru cichlid is therefore not a good idea. Purchasing a pair, or even better, a group, will allow this social fish to develop its true schooling and easygoing nature. You can keep them in a 55-gallon aquarium or larger, even up to a 300-gallon aquarium. The larger the aquarium, the better. Tank mates for Uaru can include other species, such as Severums, chocolate cichlids, Geophagus, Oscars, etc. They are a very, very cool fish. And when I get a Uaru cichlid, I'll definitely do an episode of Aquatic Wetline on the Uaru. Before I show you the video of a Uaru, I want to show you images of some Uarus that I kept years ago. So here are two of the Uarus that I had many years ago. As you can see, they are a very, very cool fish. And this is another Uaru. Let me shut that banner down so you can see it. This is another Uaru that I had many years ago. Very cool fish, brown body, red eyes. A lot of the South American fish have red eyes, which is pretty cool. But this is my favorite picture that I took of my Uaru. Very, very cool. And finally, we've got the Uaru with rock-keel Severum. Very, very cool fish. So now I've got a quick video of some Uaru cichlids that I found on Facebook that I'm going to share with you all. So, as you can see, the Uaru cichlid is a very, very beautiful fish. You can't go wrong with the Uaru cichlid. All right. So, now let's go ahead and answer the questions that I was asking you earlier, and then we'll do our final two segments. Today's episode kind of flew by, it felt like. So, American Alex Cardinale asks you, let's see, how was the month of July for me? It was great. I had a pretty good July. Nothing negative happened except I didn't get hired at the job that I wanted. So, otherwise, I'm alive, I'm well, and I'm enjoying this episode. So, July was great. What do I look forward to in August? Well, besides my birthday, I look forward to seeing what August brings. Maybe I'll have a new job by then. That would be awesome. And what is my favorite summer activity? Fishing. I haven't gone fishing yet in the years that I lived here in South Florida, but I'm going to do that this year. And I want to see what exotic aquarium fish live here. I know that we have Oscars, Midas, Pacu, and other stuff, but I would love to catch a jade goby. That would be pretty cool, and some other cool exotic fish. So those are the questions for this week. And again, you can post your answers if you wish in the comments. All right, now it's time to have a laugh at some people with my Trolling with Alex Cardinale segment. So before I get to our Trolling with Alex Cardinale segment, let me just say that this segment is only for fun. We are not intentionally picking on anybody. But anyway, with that being said, let's get to our first trolling video.
My wee dropped and I found out I have a micro BBC. My name is Michael and this is my story. One morning I woke up and stretched my arms like usual, but something felt weird. My wee felt strange, like it was smaller than before. I couldn't believe it. My wee had shrunk and now I have a micro BBC. I felt confused and worried, so I went to see the doctor to find out what was going on. After checking me, the doctor said I had something rare called micro BBC-itis. It meant my wee had become smaller and they might not go back to how it was. At first, I felt really sad. Doing simple things became hard, but I didn't want this to control my life. As time went on, I learned to deal with it. It wasn't easy, but I practiced different ways to do things. My family and friends supported me and told me to stay positive.
Micro BBC-itis.
Oh my God. What happened to him? Last month I was here, he was normal.
Say hi, Jack.
What happened?
Jack didn't have his seatbelt on. A car cut me off and I swerved off the road and hit a tree. Jack was sitting in the middle street and flew out of the front windshield, landed straight on his head.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm glad he survived. I wish you would have told me this earlier. I feel horrible.
All the trips and expenses are for my boy. I just want him to have a good remaining life, and I can only work a few hours a week for my job because I'm the only one here to take care of him.
You know what? I won't charge you any rent for the next year.
Oh.
It'll be on me.
Oh!
Anything at all, I'm here for you.
Thank God I put you in acting classes.
Mom, I can't keep doing this.
What the fuck?
I'm going to try that next time I can't afford my rent. That's funny. But it's kind of fucked up, but it's funny. Holy shit, that woman must have smelled so bad the chair broke in half. That's funny. All right, next week we'll have to see what funny videos, what trolling videos I have for you. That was really funny. Well, speaking of next week, we're actually not going to be airing on Saturday, as I talked about earlier in the week. Next week, we're going to be airing on Friday night, and occasionally we do air on Friday evenings because of certain things. This week, we're going to be airing on Friday night because of WWE SummerSlam, which will be airing next Saturday at the time that I usually do my show. And I probably will be watching SummerSlam, so I won't be able to host Saturday Live. But next Friday, we'll do Friday Live with Alex Cardinale, American Alex Cardinale. And next Friday, on a special Friday Live with Alex Cardinale, you can expect a double dose of Sergeant Slaughter once again. Sergeant Slaughter is going to give you facts on SummerSlam and Hershey's chocolate. Aqua Alex is going to talk about the Tigrinus catfish. Chef Alex is going to show you how to make white chocolate blondies. And WWE fan Alex Cardinale is going to preview SummerSlam. All that and more live this Friday, August 4th, 2023. It's an awesome way to kickstart August. But that's next week. We still have our main event for tonight. And our main event is our 6 funny videos. I hope you're ready to end the show with a bang with some laughs. Let's get to our funny videos now.
Fucking accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker! You can lock me up in a fucking prison! Life without fucking parole! And I'll be better off! Fucking accuser!
So here's our first funny video this evening.
Yes.
Are you a Peter Puffer?
Yes.
I bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around.
I'm gay.
Well, no shit.
That was a good one.
Yeah, Chuck, he's probably going to be another, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes. We're kind of backed up. I got Paul Blart and fucking Vanna White now. I'll call you back. But hey, what can I do you guys for?
I don't like that Paul Blart joke. You look more like him than me, so
okay,
don't even go.
Mini DJ Khaled, relax.
My name's Dwayne. Yeah. This is Sarah. Sarah, what
can I do you for, sweetheart?
I want to see a menu.
I got you.
Anything specific you're looking for?
He's looking at you?
Yeah. I'm not looking at you, sweetheart. You're holding my menu.
You're fucking hot.
Listen, sweetheart, I'm paying fucking 3 child supports, all right? I'm not worried about you, I promise. Can we get something going here? What do you guys want?
All looks greasy.
Put your fucking eyebrows down.
I want to handle this.
What are you doing with your fucking eye? Look, you know what mad dog me?
Doing, but you know what you're doing looking at her.
I'm not looking at anything.
You're looking at her, buddy. I want you both in a fucking steel cage match. I want you both in a fucking steel cage match. All right, now, hop over the counter.
I can't hop over the fucking counter.
I know you can't hop over. Pull the fuck around the counter.
Get the fuck out of my store, you fucking... Fuck!
That's crazy, but I don't think people act like that in real life. Maybe they do. I don't know.
You oral sex! Use oral sex! Let the sperm of that man out!
A demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth. And then he came again and he slept with me last week, and I told the pastor that I need deliverance again, and since then my private part has been itching.
It's been itching?
Yes.
Okay! Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Speak! Who are you? Check! Who are you? Look at that demon! Look at that demon! Look at that demon! Demon in the private part. Watch what happens. Hey!
bathroom. I think 15 minutes later, some white stuff came out.
After I spray with the water, after I spray, something came out white. Put your hands together. Hallelujah.
We have a question.
What in the actual fuck was that?
My mother and father aren't talking right now. It's me. I'm the one who's talking right now.
Shut up, Adam. You're not a bit funny.
I'm sorry! Why aren't you talking?
He wasn't happy with his dinner.
It was a plate full of grass. Do I look like a fucking cow? Don't even answer that, Joe.
It was a salad, Carl.
The Caesar salad.
No, Caesar, Adam.
No, the Caesar salad. When you give an obese person vegetables and they have a fish.
I'm not fucking fat.
Yes, you fucking are.
Finn Balor's pretty funny.
My father loves feet. He's seen one picture of my mother's feet and now they're married.
That's not true.
It is! Andy said you were a catfish.
That's true. Lovely feet, horrible face.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Rumour has it when he proposed to her, he put the ring on her toe.
Adam!
Sometimes I wish women were like Lego. I'd love to take the feet of your mother and put them on another woman.
Shut up or I'll give you a kick in the face.
Oh, I'd love that.
Shut up, give me a kick in the face. Oh, I love that.
But guess what? We got a lot to do. Gotta say hi to me. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway.
That's funny. All right, that's everything I have for you this evening. I had a blast once again. I'd like to thank my live, wonderful audience for tuning in. I appreciate your view. I hope you enjoyed the show. I also want to thank everyone that is watching this video on replay. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Saturday Live. I hope you have a great rest of your July, which is 48 hours. There's 48 hours more of July. But the next time I see you, it'll be August, which is great. So thank you so much for joining me here on Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Remember, next week we won't be airing on Saturday, but we will be airing a night earlier on Friday, August 4th at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Have a great rest of your Friday, great rest of your Saturday, a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you all on Friday. Peace out, everyone.
Thank God for Friday. Fridays are the beginning of the weekend, and this Friday, American Alex Cardinale kicks off your weekend with a supersized Friday Live. This Friday, August 4th, 2023 will be the host of Saturday Live one night earlier due to WWE SummerSlam 2023. It's going to be a super Friday Live featuring appearances from WWE fan Alex Cardinale, Aqua Alex, Chef Alex, and more. WWE fan Alex Cardinale previews WWE SummerSlam 2023. Sergeant Slaughter has facts on Hershey's and SummerSlam. Aqua Alex discusses Tigrinus catfish. Chef Alex makes white chocolate blondies. All that and more. Live this Friday 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Only on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale. Be there or be square.
Hey everyone, it's your host, American Alex Cardinale, aka Legendary Alex Cardinale, aka Aqua Alex, aka Chef Alex, aka Best fucking night of my life, and wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride, baby. Don't you know I'm good? So many personas. One person. This year, I will be turning 30 years old. My 20s will go down in history as being the time I created my podcast and my YouTube channel. I can't wait to see how successful my YouTube channel becomes over the next 10 years. I look forward to seeing what will happen in my 30s. Maybe I'll have a great career or my own business. You never know. Anyway, I'm inviting you, yes you, to be part of my 30th birthday. Live, Tuesday, August 15th, 2023. I'll be hosting my 30th birthday celebration on my YouTube channel, and I would love for you to be part of it. Live, Tuesday, August 15th, 2023, at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, I'll be hosting my birthday celebration. It's going to be a fun show. There will be appearances from Aqua Alex and Chef Alex. Aqua Alex will be getting new fish this birthday. It's a species of fish I've never kept before, and I'm excited to unbox them and show them to you. I wonder what species. Chef Alex will, for the first time ever, be doing restaurant reviews, and maybe, just maybe, he will bake his favorite cake or dessert. On top of that, I'll sing my favorite song. I'll also recap my 20s, discuss what I look forward to in my 30s, and plenty more. There will be plenty of surprises, including possibly a trip to a casino or something like that. It all goes down live on my birthday, live Tuesday, August 15th, 2023, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. See you then.
Now over the that's all, folks.